Hi everyone, welcome back to Infinity Wealth. Today we're going to be introducing our property division, which we're very excited about, right?
Yeah, very.
So in this section, whether you're new to property, it's going to cover all the different aspects that you can do in property, basically.
Mm-hmm. All the different strategies,
Exactly.
all the investment strategies, and also various ways to purchase properties in those strategies.
Yeah, exactly. So do you want to kick off the first one?
Yeah, sure. So the very first one, one of the first strategies, which I think a lot of property investors get
start off with, right?
Is buy-to-lets.
Yeah.
So what's a buy-to-let, first of all, Martin? What's your best definition of a buy-to-let?
Well, it's just a standard property which you rent out to a family or a single tenancy, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
not
buy
multiple tenancies.
Yeah, not multiple tenancies. So you buy the house, and typically to a family, you rent it out. You just get rent coming every single month. You don't have to manage it like a HMO.
No, that's it.
You have the rent coming in, and a typical family would stay in it.
And a lot of people go into just vanilla buy-to-lets.
Buy-to-lets,
because it's easier. It's
easier.
easier. They're easy to manage,
Yeah.
and it is a long-term thing where you're looking at capital appreciation of the property, and you do get a rental income, but it's not necessarily huge. So some people may want to do that just to supplement or building something for a pension pot, basically.
Yeah,
right?
it's great. I think it's, people see it as one of the most stablest because obviously they don't have to chop and change tenants and stuff like that most of the time.
Okay. And the other thing that you can do in buy-to-lets is also holidays.
Holidays, yes.
Right? So I mean that's something that with the new tax changes that have been occurring, where you can't say offset, holiday lets are actually a business. Okay, so that is a really great one if you get the property in the right location. And we'll be covering that in courses that we do, where to look for. And it can give you a stable income. Right.
And that will come under again the branch of buy-to-let.
Of buy-to-let, basically.
Exactly. So the next one is HMO, which stands for Houses of Multiple Occupancy. And HMOs are going away from the buy-to-let where you rent the whole house out. A typical version of HMO is you rent each individual room. And typically, so what are the two types of HMOs?
Well, the two types of HMOs that are around at the moment are student HMOs or professional HMOs. You can also get social housing HMOs as well, emergency housing HMOs. But each one has a specific requirement. Right? So with HMOs, there are regulations. And no matter where you are, and if I could just add one thing, I've got a cousin in Vancouver, nephew in Vancouver, and I'd actually suggested to him that he turns one of the houses that they have there, because it was quite close to the University of Vancouver.
Oh wow!
So he actually turned that into 3 rooms and increases income.
Right. Okay.
So
he
doesn't have to
be buy-to-let first.
They only do buy-to-lets.
Right. Okay.
But they were able to actually, and I actually gave him a few other ideas, which I'll discuss later on. But that's one way of doing it. Student HMOs, professional HMOs, and also social housing HMOs, which I've had experience in all 3, basically.
And typically HMOs are again, we'll go in depth into each
requirements, what you should be aiming for.
But typically they're normally people that are looking to multiply their return. So obviously, if you've got a house, you rent the whole house. Hypothetical example, you might rent the whole house somewhere up north for £500 per calendar month, but you might be able to rent a room for around £350. And if you have 4 or 5 bedrooms in the house, including bills, so if you have 4 or 5, that's possibly double, possibly triple the amount of money that's coming in. So that's normally where people look towards getting a higher return.
Exactly, and those people who are looking for financial freedom. I don't like that word, by the way. But who are looking to get out of whatever they're trying to do. It's a good way of increasing your rental income. It's probably one of the best ways, apart from flats.
Definitely. Of course, it does also come with its work. You do have to work more than buy-to-let, but again, the returns are much, much greater. So the next one is...
You want to cover flips?
Flips. Flips... I mean, I think everybody would like flips at the end of the day. It's a very simple strategy of you find a property, you buy it, normally, which is really run down, which has patty carpets and as bad as you can find it,
exactly.
it's better,
smelly,
right?
Smelly carpets.
Smelly
carpets. Yeah.
You do it up to fantastic standards or a good standard for the area. Again, it depends on the area. Don't go and do a massive refurb and think you might be able to sell the property because it again depends on your location. So.
And it's understanding what you need to do.
Exactly, understanding what you need to do. So you refurb the property and then you sell it on for a profit. And it's as simple as that. And it's a fantastic way of actually, if you are looking to invest in property over the long term and build your portfolio, it's a really good way to get started because what you're doing is you're building that initial capital pot in order for you to invest into your own portfolio. So again, it's a really
flips,
good way.
With flips, you're adding value.
Exactly.
With flips, what the purpose of it is to add value. If you cannot add value into that property, it can't be a flip, right? And there's different ways of adding value. There's splitting out the rooms to make it from a 2-bed to a 3-bed, and we'll cover all these in the courses that we do, in the workshops.
Exactly.
That how to do it, what to look for, what the floor plan should be. We'll cover all that.
And how you should be doing your numbers, especially on the flips.
The numbers are most important because that will give you your bottom line. Right.
Exactly.
The other thing that I wanted to add as well is flat conversions. Right.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah.
So again, it's not quite buy-to-lets. It's a bit more sophisticated. There are rules and regulations with soundproofing and all sorts of things, and we will teach you that. We will teach you that because I've done flat conversions as well. And it is getting it right. So the other way is to do flats, basically. Right. Exactly. So rather than HMOs, you can do flats. Right.
Exactly.
Providing the house is big enough. Right.
Exactly.
So that's another way of doing it.
Again, that all comes from the knowledge and knowing the practical information to be able to identify such opportunities.
Identify the properties that you can do that to.
Exactly.
Right? That's what you need to do. And the other one is commercial. Right. So we will be covering commercial. And you can get different types of commercial. Right. So you can do a commercial flip, believe it or not. The commercial flip is you buy maybe a shop or a house that's got a flat on top and maybe a commercial unit below. The commercial unit may be empty. What you need to do is where you're going to add value is to remodel the commercial unit, potentially lease it out to someone with a full repair lease, and then renting out the flat and potentially selling it on. Right? Exactly. Selling that on if you didn't want to keep it. That's one way of flipping it. Or doing up those works and selling it on. And there's different types of commercial stuff. There's commercial developments, which we'll talk about. Office developments, which we'll talk about. So it's quite an intense process as well.
It's quite wide as well because like the flat example you gave, it can also be applied for investors that have a lot of money to buying commercial buildings like the one we're in and then putting the lease in place.
Exactly. And it's understanding, and the other thing about commercial property is that if you look at some aspects of commercial property, it can be very hands-free. It very much depends on the leaseholder and the type of lease that you set up with that leaseholder. And we'll be covering that. Right? So what to look for if you want to get just passive income. There's things like supermarkets, banks. I don't trust banks now, but not trust banks. But the problem is that they're closing branches, so it's not really. And the type of tenant that you get, whether it's AAA or and the valuation of commercial properties is all based on that. And we'll teach you that, right? We'll teach you how to analyse this stuff, right?
Exactly.
So do you want to cover the next one as well?
Well, lastly, I think this is more in depth for when we go into advanced workshops, but it's basically various ways to purchase these properties. So this now becomes more strategies rather than different ways of investment. So this includes things like JV, which we've covered quite a bit.
Which we'll be doing a workshop on as well.
Which we're doing a workshop on as well. So also lease options, where you go direct to vendor and you put option agreements in place to purchase properties. So that's
and don't forget you can use lease options in commercial which is where it started, right?
That's true, just like the Millennium Dome.
Exactly, a pound. They bought it for a pound, right?
Exactly, best example.
Exactly.
And things like using your own capital, but these are all different ways on how you can
structure your deal.
Structure your deal, various ways you can raise money. But what the aim of this video is to give you a bird's eye, high level view of the structure of the property division, right? So this is all the content that we're going to be releasing in these different sections. So I guess it gives you a really good overview in terms of if you have any questions or anything that you want us to include in those particular sections. So whether it's HMOs, buy-to-lets, etc., you just let us know, and we will include it in our content.
You followed me around, didn't you?
So the very first one is the student HMOs, which is the very first section we're going to be
So in the HMO bit,
And I followed Martin around for the whole day from like 7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. whilst he was getting all the stuff sorted in his houses. But we got a really good spectrum because you'll see when the video releases from properties Martin's purchased to the ones that are getting done. So we actually had builders in place.
In the properties,
and then also ones that are done.
So it gives you a really in-depth view of what a professional property investor an entrepreneur
what the real deal is.
And it's the real deal.
Exactly.
It's not just talking about it in a classroom.
Exactly.
It's not just saying this. It's actually real deal. And we'll do the same thing with my commercial properties, my flat conversions, my student, my professional HMOs. So you get a real flavour of all the different aspects of it.
Good bite.
Good bite.
Flavour and bite, I think especially for people that are really beginning and starting, I think this is one thing that is missing is for you to see those things
in action. See, real, one of the things is it's real world.
Exactly.
We are very real world, and we are true to our sayings. We teach from experience and from actually doing it, not having done a course and then regurgitating crap, basically. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone.
No, of course not. No, but honestly, it's the practical way. It's us showing you the real stuff.
Exactly.
So excited.
Yes, very excited. But don't forget, you've seen all our divisions. We'll be releasing videos on all our divisions. And if you don't subscribe to us or hit the notification button, you'll miss them. You will miss them. And there is some real gems to come.
You're going to be saying to us, you didn't release this video. We did.
We did it 2 years ago.
You did it 2 years ago. You didn't put the notification bell. No. But honestly, just keep updated. Put the notification bell on. Subscribe. Share it with your friends and family. We really want to home in and building this community because we really want to provide value to you guys. So if you're finding it valuable, again,
give a thumbs up.
Give a thumbs up.
Let us know. Let us know. Because
any feedback. Whether you don't like my t-shirt or my shorts. I've improved.
I've got enough of his legs now.
I got Jesus.
I've had enough of his legs now.
But honestly, we both want to say very thank you.
We enjoy it.
We do.
We enjoy it. We interact well. That's why we're doing it.
100%.
But above all, we've got a workshop, a JV workshop coming in on the 28th.
2 weeks.
Not far away, right? But then after that, we've got an auction. Course coming on because we've been asked by a lot of people about our auction, so that will be
it's a very grey area as well.
That's a really good one.
We'll be going
and we've got a series coming in that as well.
We do indeed.
So we were not letting any secrets out. We'll just hit you with it when it's ready.
But again, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
We will see you. We will see you in the
next video.
HMO series.
Yes, student HMO series.
And hopefully you enjoy that and hopefully you enjoy this. But
take care.